But that's basically what we're showing you right there as I bring the helicopter around is the Perkins area, just the south side of it. Obviously, everything is so heavy in rain and lightning in that area, we're not being able to pick up anything other than just the cell phone tower and stuff blinking. But I can't get any view on any of these scud clouds just because they're lowering. On this side, we're on the southeast side of it, shooting back towards the northwest. We have all these this scud and stuff that's kind of came down here and is really low, and it's pretty much hampering our ability to either get in there or to shoot below it if we wanted to get pictures back to the station so the viewers can see it. But we're right here in the area, and if this scud does continue to clear up a little bit more, we'll be able to have you a better shot here, Mike.
Okay, John Welsh, Bob Moore, Chopper 4. If we have Mike Bennett. Let's go to Mike Bennett. Mike Bennett, I've got gate-to-gate share for the first time today, now coming into South Perkins. What do you have?
Yeah, Mike, I'm just crossing the river south of Perkins right now. This is starting to get scary. We got a huge wall cloud just southwest of Perkins. And I'll be honest with you, I did not hear the storm sirens sounding as I passed through Perkins. The wall cloud is directly to my southwest, not by maybe a couple of miles. Rotation is increasing. Low-level rotation is coming up. I don't see anything. I don't have any funnels right now. I don't have a shot of the ground either because of the trees and hills. So I can't see if there's anything spinning on the ground at the moment. But we are. If you're looking at my stream, this is pretty ominous. This is really going to be scary for Perkins. Everybody in Perkins needs to be in your storm shelter right now.
I would agree with that, Mike Bennett. Gate to gate now, gate to gate, it's getting close to tornado vortex signature now in South Perkins. You know, there's a lot of action in South Perkins these days. There's a lot of convenience stores, a lot of big gas stations, a lot of plate glass windows. And it could try to veer north into downtown Perkins too. But folks, there's a lot going on in South Perkins. If you're listening to us on the radio or watching us on your mobile device, there's the wall cloud right there. And there's gate to gate now, 1 mile west of 177 in South Perkins right now. And it is gate to gate. Let's go to Emily Sutton here live. Emily?
Yeah, Mike, we're on 33, and we are west of Perkins. And I've been watching the lowering. Oh, there we go. The Dominator just passed us. And we've been watching this lowering, and it's been dancing a little bit within the rain shaft. So I think I've seen what tried to be the formation of a funnel. Obviously, on radar, it's starting to get a big hook on it. So people in the town of Perkins need to be ready to seek shelter. We've been watching the base of this cloud. It is now really getting it back together. It's looking a little bit more organized, not as steady. So it still has the potential to drop a tornado. Mike?
Emily, appreciate that very much. Let's go to John Welsh. It's in South Perkins right now. I see gate to gate. It's almost a tornado vortex. It's just about right there. John, can you see South Perkins in your shot? You're right there.
Yeah, we can, Mike. Travis will kind of back out a little bit and go to your right. We'll show you the south side of town. We're trying to kind of pick and choose and get the best shot here that we can. If you'll keep coming to your right, and right there you can start to see the Perkins. We're about 4 miles to the east. Just trying to get all that lowering, or all that scud, that crud right there on the left side of the screen has really kind of blocked our shot. I'm going to do a hard turn here real quick. But behind it, there's a couple spots we're able to pick out and see just that dark wall cloud. But it's kind of intermittent from our scene, or from our vantage point, just because of all those wispy clouds in there. But definitely the south side of Perkins. Let me see, Travis, go back to your right. Cross the river, and right, keep on right in there, zoom in. There you go, Mike. That's the south side of Perkins right in there. So, the storm is on track. It's pretty much over the river and back towards the southwest here. We've got a lot of low-level stuff on this side. The clouds are they're rising right here. All these light-coated clouds are kind of moving up to the top. We can't see the actual wall cloud because we're obstructed from this view. But there's definitely a lot more rotation in here and a lot more activity than we've seen all day here, Mike.
Okay, appreciate that. John, I've got gate to gate here, and it looks like it's awfully close, literally on the southeast side of Perkins. That rotation is just over the highway in South Perkins, and I'm really talking about the river. It's really sitting right there on the river. That's where the very center of that is, directly on the river in South Perkins. Give it another 3 minutes, and it'll pass comfortably outside of Perkins, and then it's heading for Ripley and Cushing. You folks in Cushing, this is serious. It is heading directly toward Cushing, and this storm, no doubt, is ramping up. Let's go to the South Doppler and take a look at this other storm down south. We'll get back to this one here momentarily because things are happening fast up there in Perkins. This storm's still organized. No tornado warning with it right now, but still a hook and definitely organized circulation. There's Cole, there's Washington, here's Norman right here. There's the river right there. Mark Dillard's on this storm. Mark, you're still tracking that into the South Metro. What do you have right now?
Yeah, Mike, there for a few minutes just to the south of Blanchard here. We had some lowerings that were they were moving pretty fast. They were really going to crank a little bit. But that's kind of let up just a little bit. We're gonna go back into I-35 and get south. I'm in a little occluded rain right now, but still has a pretty strong rotation there back there.
Main storms. There are two main storms right now. We'll go to the storm tracker. And we have the storm down here, southwest of Norman, severe thunderstorm warning. And then we've got developing storms here. Notice this supercell forming near Okarche. This is the second firing of the dry line. That could affect Edmond and Guthrie again. This could affect Edmond as well as Four Corners, even North Piedmont, right over Okarche. That's a developing supercell right there. We've got storm trackers on that one. And then we've got this storm here that may have a tornado here developing at any time. Southeast side, literally southeastern Perkins right now. Let's go back to Bob Moore Chopper 4. That's the only tornado warning we have in the state right now. Go, John.
Yeah, Mike, that's got to be it right there. If Travis will zoom in a little bit. I think part of our problem was we were just so dadgum close. We were kind of losing perspective of the storm. We were right on those scud clouds there, which makes, the reason it was a little bit bumpy. But we're kind of showing you that's just south of the river, about 2 miles, and then which is just Perkins is just north of the river, as you guys know. But we're kind of showing you that's got to be the area of Travis. Right, go back to your left just a little bit. That bowl right there has got to be what Reed was talking about earlier in the rotation. We're seeing some lifting of that scud that's out there. It's kind of formed a little bit more. The scud layer earlier was pretty broad. I mean, it was stretched out a mile and a half, and now it's kind of condensed itself to about, 3/4 of a mile. So it looks like it's pulling a little bit of energy in. But again, we haven't seen anything on the ground. But if we're getting gate to gate, Mike, that's got to be the spot we're looking at it.
John, appreciate that. We are getting reports of we're getting ham radio operators talking about funnel clouds here. If we have Reed Timmer, control room, do you have Reed? Yeah, go Reed.
Yeah, we are right underneath the wall called rapid rotation. A tornado is imminent with this thing. Tornado is imminent just on the east side of Perkins.
All right, we're looking at the chopper stream. We've got Reed Timmer and Dominator 4 right now. Tornado imminent.
We're on the back side of it. Look at southeast. Rapid motion. Tornadoes imminent. This thing could touch down any second. If it's not already, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not already. Circulation on the ground. We'll get by these trees here in a second. This is very, very well-defined wall cloud. We saw some little fingers reaching down and rapid, tornadic cyclone-type rotation just on the east side of Perkins.
All right, that's Reed Timmer and Dominator 4. Rapid tornado-like circulation now dropping out of that wall cloud on the east side of Perkins. You're looking at it live from Bob Moore Chopper 4 and John Welsh. John, you're looking at it visually here. I see an actual tornado vortex signature now 1/2 mile south of Highway 33, 2 miles east of Perkins. 1/2 miles south of Highway 33, 2 east of Perkins. I now have a tornado vortex signature on radar right now. I think as Reed said, I think it is on the ground. What do you have?
Yeah, zoom in. Hey, look, Travis, we're going to get, we're about a mile and a half from right now. We're going to I'll slide closer to it. We'll zoom in, and we'll just watch. See if we're getting any kind of rotation there on the ground. But that's going to be, obviously, like you said, just south and east of Perkins, and it's going to be south of the river right there. We're kind of getting a little bit of lowering right there. If you'll take a look in just the center, very top of your screen, kind of a one little defined area that's poking its nose out there. As far as coming into the storm, we have just that long shelf coming in. We have some feeders. bands that are coming in just to the north side of it's heavy rain. This whole wall cloud, as we kind of just sit back and look at it, it's rotating a little bit. It looks like if it does hit the ground and go south, it's going to kind of follow the river, and then it looks like where the river bends back up to the north, it'll be just south of there on the Cimarron. And out the left window, right there in Cushing, all